Hi, my name is Kath Davis. I'm a health family support worker for Flying Start. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about my favourite subject is giving praise. So praise is a magic ingredient that we've got and it can help in our relationships. It's a powerful way of encouraging and supporting other people, of showing that we are pleased, we're enthusiastic or grateful. It helps children and adults, including ourselves, to feel good. With children, praise works wonders. They need to know when we like what they are doing. It isn't just enough just to tell them that we don't like what they are doing. They do respond better to being praised and encouraged rather than being criticised or nagged or being shouted at. Some people do find it really difficult to give praise, and it's like with anything, the more you do it, the more easier it gets. And similarly with children, perhaps sometimes they don't like receiving praise, but the more you do it, the more they receive it, the better they'll become. It helps with their self-esteem, with their self-confidence, and it just makes them feel better and you feel better. You can use praise for changing behaviours. So for instance, you need to look for the positive opposite behaviour of an issue that you might be having. So for instance, if a child continues to climb on top of a table and you keep on saying, no, don't climb on the table, I've told you before, don't climb on the table. Well, we can try using praise to stop that behaviour. So what we can do, instead of nagging them and shouting at them to get off the table, what we can do is ignore that behaviour and then notice when they are actually sat down at the table, when they are eating food at the table, and you give them lots of praise for those behaviours and describe what you're saying. So it's not just good enough just to say, oh, there's a good boy or there's a good girl. Say to them, I like the way you sat down at the table eating your food nicely. So they start to realise that they've got some positive attention and they're being noticed that they've got that positive behaviour. So that's how you can change certain behaviours by using praise. Now I've got some top tips for you to help with giving praise. So the steps are, give your child all your attention. So for instance, if your child comes home from school, when they go back to school and they've got a picture and they come home and show you, don't continue to use to wash the dishes or do the ironing or looking on your phone. Give the child all your attention. So stop what you're doing. Move close to the child. So put your arm around them, sit them on your lap. Number 3, look pleased with your child as well. So lots of big smiles. Be specific about it. Number 4, so describe what you like. So describe the car that they've drawn, and ask the child then what they like. So what they think about the picture. Seek eye contact, that's another one. So the child knows that you have given them their full attention. Mean it and be sincere. So you could say, yeah, it was great, it was a lovely photograph, lovely picture. But instead of doing that, use a lovely warm tone voice and say, oh, that's a fantastic picture, that's lovely. Touch the child gently, so give them, like I said, give them a nice hug or pat on the back, and give pride to your child as well. So tell them you deserve to feel really proud about yourself. So that will help your child understand that they've done a really good job. And again, you can, like Joe said yesterday, you can praise children for being and for doing. So for being is like having a beautiful big smile, and for doing things like putting their dishes in the sink after they finish with them. So always you try and find praise, and praise your children as much as you possibly can. And in the night, before they go to bed, always end on a positive note as well. So again, praise them for being, praise them for having a wonderful laugh, for being such a lovely, generous, sharing child. And that will send them off to sleep feeling really good about themselves. So I hope this has been of some interest to you. Like I said, I could go on talking for ages about praise. If you need to know any more, just message below and we can give you some more advice. Thanks for listening. Bye.